Hi guys, it's SkintBoot here, and today what I'm going to be bringing you guys is a No Man's Sky video. And in today's video, what I'm going to be looking at is the recent Waking Titan news surrounding a live drop, a memo, and the password to the infamous Glyph. There's loads to cover right now, and it can be a little confusing, but it's exciting. So exciting. I just want to break all of this information down, try and make it into a bit of an easier to understand format. Anyways, I won't keep you. I'll shut the fuck up. Please sit back and relax. Let's get started. So on the 20th of January, which was yesterday of recording, the Waking Titan status command was updated. So typing status into the Waking Titan website into the console yielded numbers that updated every so often. So we had a few numbers, and then after a certain amount of minutes, more numbers would pop up, etc. Now eventually, once all of these numbers came up, it was made into a phone number, which was then called by members of the community. So calling this phone number played a distorted fax-like sound that actually needed to be translated by a thing called SSTV, which turns static into a photo. I have no fucking clue how it works, but it does. Now from doing this, we were translated two photos that seemed to be some kind of weather information with references to precipitation and millimeter measurements. Naturally, the community went to work as they always do, and they are so clever. They did this fairly quickly. They basically decoded it by ordering it by index, the millimeters, and just loads of really clever shit. And from this, we received 4 words: cafe, I think that's bene or bean, fuck knows how you say it, 19, and sat. Now this cafe has actually been a live drop location in the previous Waking Titan ARG pre 1.3 update, but now it had closed, leading us to discover a new place called Outro NYC. So as a result of this, we knew that a live drop was about to happen. It would be at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Now the CSD member that went to go and meet the person at the live drop was delayed due to traffic, and the community basically asked for an extended amount of time, for which the ARG actually granted us an extra 2.5 hours. So when the fella finally got there, I think about 7:30, he picked up a memo and exchanged some really weird dialogue with the NPC. But the memo itself, which we haven't had in quite a while now, read the following: "It is my honor to congratulate everyone on their tremendous work last year. The outcome of Loop 16 has massive implications, which many of us are still in the process of reconciling with our world views. As always, don't hesitate to reach out to your personal coordinator if you are in need of support. We are also in the process of organizing peer support groups for this purpose. In the coming year, we have many exciting and challenging projects ahead of us. The most obvious and critical is the next phase of the Waking Titan. The Citizen Science Division is beginning to receive their Atlas passes. Make sure you all get plenty of sleep while you can. Once the next phase starts, we'll need you all at your best." So this is what the actual memo says itself. There is quite a lot to break down, and I will touch on this soon, but for the most part, it's quite vague. It refers to previous Waking Titan expeditions, as in with Loop 16, and they even mentioned last year's work themselves. So there's a lot going on here. One of the biggest things which people like to look at is the idea of getting plenty of sleep, and this is even further developed with what the NPC said to the community member. So when this bloke was handed the memo, the community member was asked if they were getting enough sleep, because it would be very important to remain well rested. Now also, on the back of this memo, there was a word reading REM, so rapid eye movement. Now the community combined this with the talks of sleep to finally discover the 10th glyph, with the password being REM sleep. Now if you hop onto Waking Titan and click on the 10th glyph, you can enter an answer. Now if you type in REM all in caps and a capital S with sleep with a single space, then it will solve the glyph. Now once this is solved, typing status once again into the console gives you a link that takes you to a citizen scientist readiness assignment. That is a lot of fucking S's. Now, this is basically just a glorified survey. A lot of the questions are actually related to Waking Titan itself, as in the difficulty of the next phase, your favorite task, your best memory, shit like that. And at the end of the question, there is an option to enter an answer. Now, typing in the Glyph password, which was REM sleep, which is case sensitive, into this box allows you to further input an email. Now, this is for the possibility of being interested in leftover materials from lab 319, whatever the fuck that is. We don't really know what this is. So essentially, that is where we're at this point in time. This is where we are. We have now solved the 10th glyph. We are basically now waiting, so we can look at now what we know so far and what we don't know, because as always, there's a shit ton which we never know. So in terms of what we do know that sleep is a motif that seems to be coming up a load in this version of Waking Titan. This is further backed up with ages ago when Sean Murray tweeted something about sleeping with a mirror on your face. So chances are the idea of sleep could be the new Portal, or it could be the new Phoenix, or it could be the 1.5. Sleep seems to be this big thing which we are supposed to be looking into. I'll likely dedicate a whole other video to sort of what this can mean, a very speculation heavy one, but as of right now, because this news is still quite new, we don't really have a great deal of information to kind of talk about. Now, what we also know is that the next phase of Waking Titan will start soon, and that we apparently all have to be well rested for it. Now, speculation alert, I think this could be because we are going to have to endure more live streams, and this time round we are instead being warned of this in advance, as quite often Waking Titan would simply go live on Twitch, people would have work the next day, they'd have school or whatever, and they're basically living off like 4 hours sleep. So I think this could be, in a way, Alice and Smith kind of building on what they had before, but making it better, making it more comfortable for people. That's why they're giving us this kind of hint in advance to catch up on our sleep, because it's going to be a bit all over the place. Or other people are thinking that the update is going to drop, our sleep schedule is going to be fucked up because it's going to be so sick. Honestly, right now, I think it's much more likely it's going to be Waking Titan related, as they said that the next phase will start soon, which basically means, I hate to say it, but we shouldn't really be getting an update all that soon. In fact, if the next phase is starting, it's quite likely that we're going to be receiving an update probably like a few months down the line. Maybe the whole 1st of May isn't too crazy now. Maybe that actually is slightly realistic. I mean, that is a very, very long way away, but if it is 1.5, then this kind of does make sense. And in terms of what we don't know, as always, there is so much. First of all, we don't know what this lab 319 thing is. I initially thought this could be like some kind of set. This could be some kind of like Waking Titan related place of filming, or maybe one of the locations which people had to go to solve puzzles. We also don't really know the significance of sleep. We know it's a motif, but we don't exactly know what this is telling us, and we also don't know how mirrors and Phoenix and 1.5 all tie into this. We essentially have loads of words that we don't really know what they mean. As of right now, all we can do is just wait until the next phase starts and then take it from there. So that is about all we have to talk about for this video. I will keep you updated, and I will most likely release another speculation video looking at what mirror and Phoenix and sleep all ties into. That's it for this video. Hopefully you understood. I know it was a little bit complicated. All you need to know is that we've solved the 10th glyph. We know that sleep is a motif, and we also know that mirrors and Phoenix and all of that shit are somehow all intertwined. At least that's what we can gather. So really, right now, Waking Titan is up. It's going to start up again soon with a new phase. So follow the memo, relax, just get some sleep, and just wait until it all kicks off again. So that is the end of the video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. As always, if you did enjoy, then please do feel free to leave a like on the video. And if you guys could also subscribe to MZK, then that'd be absolutely fantastic. And as always, I will see you guys on my next video. This is SkintBoot, signing out.